Alright, welcome back everyone, I'm still Evil Tim, this is still Let's Play Shinobi, so let's return to playing Shinobi immediately, if not before. We're off to stage 2, eh? You knew I'd do it like that sooner or later, so stop crying. So, after we've heard the weird man making his sounds in the background, we'll hit continue and we'll find out the Oboro rule really stupid.
Ready? I'm gonna open it!
Wow!
A demon sword, how did you know?
You better put it back.
No! This is mine!
Okay, so apparently the Oboro kept the ultimate weapon in a place where small children can find it and not know where it is. Is it really any wonder that they died out with such attitudes towards implements of ultimate destruction? Yeah, okay, apparently our sword is on fire and it's going to have a go at us. Because we forgot to feed it, you see, so it's hungry and it's going to have a bit of that out of us.
What?
Fairly good question.
Akatsuki has awakened.
Okay, how come you know the secret to the sword but I don't?
Now it craves but one thing.
Well, it's not having it.
The
Wait, what are we
souls
talking
of
about?
People are made up of evil and good, yin and yang.
My god, this sword is fueled by philosophy.
Yin is the collection of all the hatred and pain that people feel inside.
Really? I thought there was deviant art.
Akatsuki has consumed the yin of men since ancient times.
Wow, ancient times ruled.
If left unfed, Akatsuki will eat away at its wielder's soul.
Oh, balls, why did I bring this one?
I fear for your life.
I am prepared to face my fate.
I've got a glowing sword, I can face any damn thing.
Hellspawn.
That is very bad philosophy, don't you know? I happen to... Oh. Well, that's one way of looking at it, I suppose. Ow, my stuff.
The Hellspawn seems to have abated Akatsuki's hunger.
It's gonna work like that in the game, right? No. Okay, he's just remembered he's wounded.
You're hurt. I will look for Kabushi-sama.
Okay, I'll just try and rejuvenate myself back up to full health at the start of the level. Yeah, don't think he's actually going to be injured at the start of the level, because he isn't, you see. So, we've got to go through the temple place, but first, an explanation. Akatsuki has awakened. It feeds on the souls of the slain, each death strengthening its accursed blade. Akatsuki shall spill the blood of your enemies, and in the end, Tate shall be the key to your victory. It doesn't spin into the screen, otherwise it'd be full-on Devil May Cry there, but never mind, it's stage 2A, the temple amid the city. It's been accursed, you see. So, we've got the Akatsuki. What can we do with the Akatsuki? Well, we have some new attacks and we have new powers as well. You can see the number 9 thing there, which is called our slash gauge. That governs how much yin we have. When we run out of yin, it starts eating our yang because it's mean. We also now have a new attack, which is this. We can charge up our sword and dash into people with it. It's sort of like that stinger thing that Dante fellow has, except they can hit more than one person at a time, and you can dash through people. You can also cheat at activating it, because normally you have to swing the sword at least once. However, if you pause the game like this, then you don't have to swing the sword at least once. You do it straight away. You just start charging it. Swinging the sword can actually throw you off course, you see, and that's very important if you're trying to line it up properly. This is of course also the technique that speedrunners like to use, because it allows you to dash across pits, which you really have no business being able to get across at all, including one at the start of stage 4B that actually lets you skip out more or less the entire level if you get it right. Anyway, this dude here is a Tengu, and you can see there is a seal rising up out of him. That is one of Hiroko's talismans, you see. It's called Shokan Fu, which is a talisman that summons Hellspawn from the dark side of the universe. Hellspawn can only be vanquished using the soul-devouring curse of Akatsuki's blade. You see, that's why you couldn't just bring another sword along. It's kind of sad that the games I'm LPing at the moment, the only one that actually gives a shit about being logically consistent is the one about the teleporting ninja with a magic sword fighting an evil wizard. Alright, so what are those guys there? Those guys are called Inari. They are fox-type spirits. They're actually kitsune, but that's nothing to do with anything. We'll get our Makimono there and then we'll bugger off ever onward. They're apparently good spirits which can fight off evil. However, they are apparently not very good at it, so they have been eviled themselves and have seals in them suggesting that they are Hellspawn. So I guess this is maybe very disturbing if you happen to believe in the whole Shinto thing. It's sort of like beating up an evil nunnery, I suppose, but never mind that. Let's talk about the other talismans. Now, Kekkai Fu you've already seen, the one that forms the gates which block our pathways. There is also Sohei Fu, which is the one that is on tanks and upon the Black Hawk. And there is Jinso Fu, which is that one that the Oboro who have been possessed end up wearing as a mask and such, and that you're usually seen in the belt of the Oboro lieutenants, a pair of whom we are going to fight at the end of this level. But meanwhile, let us hack up these Foxity spirits and then beat up this Tengu type fellow. He's going to slash at us, but he's bad at it. Now, when you get a Tate, what happens is it gives you 3 times as much stuff. It gives you 3 times as much yin, which is what the game actually tells you it does. It also gives you 3 times as many shurikens if it decides to give you any shurikens, and it gives you 3 times as much yang if an enemy drops yang, you see. So, all told, it's 3 times the power, all for the killing of people. So now there is actually a point to getting Tates, as opposed to a Nightshade, but there is never a point to getting them. So that guy's going to have a bit of a slash at us, but that's not on, so we are going to split him in half with our might, don't you know, and then we will dash in here and we will get a whole plethora of Tates, don't you know. Now, using the long slasher move actually costs a bit off the slash gauge. I believe it is a third of it, so you are limited in the amount of times you can use it before you need to go and get yourself some more yin, so that you can feed upon the hatred of people. Let's mess up doing that, and then we'll start beating these people to within an inch of their life. Right, now that we've done this, now that we have powered up the Akajiki, the sword gets much more powerful each time you have someone pinned in Tate. As you can see, it changes colour and everything. And now we're only having to slash these guys once in the front, whereas previously we had to do it twice each time, no matter how many of them we had beaten up. It can actually go up to, if you have 8 enemies pinned in Tate, it will be 60 times as much damage as it would normally do with a single slash. So that guy is going to do a single slash, and we will do much more damage to his friend there. On the other hand, perhaps it's not our destiny. Perhaps I'm just doing it for the hell of it because I don't like any of you. And we're going to go straight with the previous LP's conclusion of this, which is that Hotsuma was adopted. He is much, much too bright to be a member of the Oboro. So, meanwhile, one of these silly creatures is here, but we have the solution to him in the form of our sword. So, that's him out of the way, and also all of his friends. I don't know how he befriended them, or why these Oboro are hanging around with Hellspawn. I feel it brings them into disrepute. So out they go, and then into the final zone we are. There's a sneaky Makimono hidden on the side here, so that we know of that thing's tricks, so that's ours now, along with these shurikens that we don't really need. So, more of these Inari-type foxy spirit things to beat up with our sword, and then a couple of Tengu will menace us, but that's nothing. We are a ninja, and that is much better than being some sort of pro bloke on stupid high heely things. High middle heely things. It's even wrong at that. So, now that we've done all of that, let us go and beat up a couple of our lieutenants. Because from now on in the A levels, we are going to spend most of our time fighting various members of the Oboro clan, starting with these two.
Hotsuma, let us rest in peace.
These two are supposed to be children, by the way. He doesn't really sound like one, though.
Kill us.
Okay.
Shirogane. Akagane. Not you two.
Oh, not you two. Yeah, so apparently these two are children. They are Shirogane and Agane. So Shiro and Aki Agane? I don't know. It's very mysterious. So, what do they do then? Well, this is actually the first proper one-hit kill you can get, and you can do it via 2 techniques. You can either do it via the traditional Shinobi boss fighting technique of running in circles, or you can use the secret tactic of hiding up on this wall when either of them can hit you, because they are both very silly. So, we're going to do that for a second, and she's going to run around in a confused manner, but then we are going to return to the traditional thing. Now, to get a one-hit kill on these two, they have a team-up attack where Akagane jumps onto Shirogane's shoulders and then he throws her at you, which is not exactly what you're supposed to do with these things. They're doing it right now. So you throw a shuriken burst and they will land next to each other, you see, because it counts the two of them as one boss if they are standing together like that. But if you've thrown a shuriken burst, it counts them as 2. However, if you just hit them like that, you can kill them off with one single slash in a simple manner. That doesn't get you the full double boss bonus, which you would get if they were standing next to each other and stunned, but I didn't have time to do that, you see. So, they are now lying in a heap, defeated by our awesomeness, and Hotsuma, deciding that this is how Akajiki is going to work when he is not in the levels, just absorbs all of them into there. And that had better keep it going until the next level, otherwise he's going to be a bit screwed, isn't he? Are you going to work completely differently in cutscenes? Yes. Okay. So he puts that away, and then he continues on through the seal he can't get through. He'll do that off-screen so that we don't have to worry about it, I suppose. Anyway, so we've beaten up Shirogane and Akagane. We don't get the maximum boss bonus, but we do get the S rank. So, yeah, my best score for that is 70,000, which we would get if we had got them apart and yet together. So that's our first proper single hit kill. This has been a Shinobi. There will be a Homefront update coming very soon indeed, probably, and a Turning Point update coming as soon as I'm willing to brave that bloody level. Alright, so I have been Evil Tim, this has been Shinobi. You will all have a good time, you will. Otherwise I will sneak up to you with my sword, I shall.